Let me know how the volume is, by the way. It looks good so far. How's it going, Diana? Thank you very much for the Prime. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Here.
Is this Kingdom Hearts?
Here. Feel.
I gotta be honest, I like Petra 10,000 times better than Snakeboat. She looks so much better. Oh, we're getting bamboozled already.
Hear. Feel. Think.
This really is Kingdom Hearts. Petra is the name of the girl snake in Snakeboat. The unlockable red snake. I'm just ready to fight already. Wait, do we get to start with some action? No way. No shot. Darn it. I was gonna give it some credit for actually starting us with gameplay, but no, this is an MMO. We have to start in a carriage. It's all good. RPGs. Alright, lass. You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. No, I won't. That was terrifying. I like this song. You there, halt! What's this all this about? Inspection! Men, search the carriage! I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look, Somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Yeah, business as usual. Wah! Amalja? To arms, to arms! Seven hells, consider this a warning. Now go, all of you! So wait, did he plant that, or did he actually pull it out? Because the animation made it look like he just planted it. Yeah, it looked like he just pulled it out of his pocket. Phew, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it, like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and peddlin's me trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Uh-huh. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventure is a risky business. These days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Twitch chat? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. To win glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on the tasks as other folks ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventure and business in there. Just remember, though, there ain't important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Old Ah? It is. Well then, let this journeyed iterant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Old Ah is ruined by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if you're not loyal. I swear, every Final Fantasy game past 10 needs a Royalist. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about the Old Don politics. They have their own interests, see? And they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need, breed, and profit, and those as shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold Uda, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand to gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah.
This opening definitely feels
Even with the coming
typical
of the
Final
Seventh
Fantasy.
Umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis.
Or perhaps Soul Calibur.
As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul.
Yeah, I do get some Final Fantasy VI vibes, way more than in 11. 11 felt like its own weird thing.
Could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
This still feels like an MMO, but it feels like an MMO in the vein of a more retro Final Fantasy. I think they did a better job of making it feel like that. At least for the intro. And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me, prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Just become famous, and I'll consider us square. Sounds good.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, from what I've heard, this game pays so much homage to the original games, whereas 11 felt like it wanted to be its own thing, which honestly would have been fine had it been for not being called Final Fantasy XI. I think this game will deserve the moniker of Final Fantasy XIV more than Final Fantasy XI deserved its moniker, you know what I mean? Man, Final Fantasy Online and its giant cities. Oi, adventurer, over here. Oh god, I'm gonna get scammed. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Hey, how can I tell? My character's like, duh. Name's Wymond, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once like. Want to buy some Bitcoin? Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. You know I'm playing gamepad. Turn off auto run, ready hotbar, cycle through hotbars, main menu, cycle through HUD, move cursor, cycle through targets. Okay. This already looks so much better than 11. Open the Final Fantasy XIV Lodestone Play Guide. Sure. How do I... Whoa! It's a lot of stuff. Once you initiate a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Press the accept button in the lower left to add quest to your current duties. The Adventurers Guild. Alright, hold on, I got things to say. Matt, thank you for the gifted sub. Grieving, thank you for the prime. Secret Agent, thank you for the 16 months. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this too. Cassius, thank you for the 22. Yeah, thank you for the gifted sub to Chryso. Yeah, thank you for the gifted sub to Marcora. Diana, thank you again for that prime. Tim, thank you for the 27-month prime. Bryce, how's it going this morning? This already feels so much more approachable than 11. Like, just... And I mean, that's not a stab at 11. 11 was an old-style MMO, that's kind of the way they were, but... This is so much easier to just, like, oh, I can move my character and go through the menus without just getting lost immediately. Explain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before we do anything else, you want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. I also really liked the intro because it didn't bombard me with 9,000 things. 11 was just like, oh my god. 11 and 12. The beginning is just like, in the beginning there was... Like, this just kind of got you into it. Which I think is important for an MMO. Especially... Like, with MMOs, they can be so, like... A lot of people I've talked to, especially with Final Fantasy XI, a lot of people I've talked to get overwhelmed. And that's why they don't play it. You know what I mean? Like, they try to play it and they just feel overwhelmed and immediately quit. So I feel like it's really important to not overwhelm the player. I know some people don't mind it, and I know some people think that that's better to have everything out of the way right away. But, like, especially nowadays, I feel like it's important to not overwhelm the player, because a lot of people just see that and they're like, eh, you know. So. To-do list on the right side of the screen, a maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. How do I add a button? I don't know how to... I think my pad button ain't working. Wait. Why are none of these... Why is there nothing here? Add button. It won't let me do a key setting for pad button. I have it set to PS5. I don't think this shows the pad button, because it doesn't show it. Oh, press the pad button. That's weird. So does it not use the share button? Okay. I think we're good now. Man, this looks really good. How does it look on your guys' side, by the way? I mean, even my OBS window looks pretty good. But this looks like very nice, even though I have it on the highest settings. We're cruising at a solid 60. Looks beautiful. Completing a quest by speaking to the NPC with a checkmark displayed over his or her head. Completing quests will earn a variety of rewards. Oh, that's so nice how I can just hit the touchpad to grab whatever's in front of me. I talk to you standing on this to assert dominance. Why, hello there! Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Wamodi, and I own this fine establishment if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Old Da, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Man, I should have picked that race. She's so cute. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry of a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. What a great thing to bring up in random conversation. As much was lost in the blink of an eye, 'twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them, 2 or 3. Ooh, my mic. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. If there's one thing that the survivors agree on, though, the part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever you try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Wasn't the quicksand the name of the 12 bar? Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name on the register, neat as you can. Petra Snakeboat. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Kinda does. Alright, Miss Snake... Oh, she called me Miss Snakeboat. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You, too, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? I like how we're just like, man, sucks to be that guy when he's like being brutally attacked. Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Petra. Take a moment to catch your breath and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. I almost did, cat girl. Alright, we got... This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Momadi Modi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Oh yeah! Important quests used to tell the story of Arosa and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. Quests using this icon indicate a task of a series of tasks are tied to yet duties or features you have not. Man, I'm already impressed. The writing and just the way this game carries itself from the moment we turned it on to now is just a breath of fresh air after 11. It feels like they told me what I need to know and got me into the world instead of, you know, dragging on like 11 did. Alright, should I take a moment to look at some stuff before we move on here? The movement's great. I mean, Feels like any other... Shouldn't even say MMO, more like just any other RPG, really. Gotta get into combat first, though. I kind of want to get to combat before I start going through menus. 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Do one of those include punching something in the face? Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheriate Plaza, or Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called the Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Erosa would be a dang sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you could use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Petra? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. Sounds like 11's thing. How'd you pronounce Aether? Aether? That's how they pronounced it in the cutscene, I think. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Erosa and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Old Da, as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure you don't have to pay more than you ought, Petra. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself. Especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Is she talking about the game world, or is she talking about the real world? Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after Gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Yeah, I'm still not sure if she's talking about the in-game world or the real world. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads are always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way, I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guild of your name. I like how they call them small clothes instead of underwear. I am kind of like surprised sometimes. Oh look, people just randomly appeared now. A crescent moon icon will appear to your right, the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While in the special area you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you're offline. All experience earned through battle crafting and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If your bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns and cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries to maximize your experience earning potential, making it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. Okay, so I should always log out in an inn. The nightmare begins. Yeah, people are already running around me. Not shocked by any means. The main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting character and a character opens a window containing your character's various attributes, blah, 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 blah. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, key binding, HUD layout, system, configuration, they all can be accessed via system. Game progress is saved automatically, so there are no in-game save or load functions. Strongly recommended that each time you play instead to log out or exit game. Selecting map from under travel in the main menu or pressing square on the controller will bring up the area map. Mission quest objectives. That's nice to actually have a button for the map. Is that a mushroom? Who's got a mushroom just chilling? Hello, Mr. Smith. Greetings, I'm one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurers mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. The Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of bloomless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with this guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on the aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma you might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in your Orisa. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all characters who have recently begun their adventures. Amongst the Orisa thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experience and other beginning players. That's pretty cool. Cool to see that they put some stuff in place, you know. Very neat, very neat. Okay. I like this map a lot. Because you know me and maps. How do I move the map? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna hold my... Oh, look at all this Halloween stuff. I'm gonna choose my words carefully. Just put it that way. What are all these? I already know there's going to be many people that are like, I'm trying my hardest not to bother you, while they literally figure out which server I'm on, figure out where I'm at on the server, join the server, get as close as they can to me, and then be like, I'm trying to not bother you. Okay, here's what you do to not bother me. Don't find me. It's that easy, honestly. I already know I'm gonna get people that are like, so I'm gonna follow you around, but I'm gonna try not to backseat you. Okay, well then don't follow me around. Well, I'm gonna like to know what you think of Old Ah. So how are you taking Old Ah, Petra? Make any new friends in high places yet? Ha! Well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wymond. As long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias of the Platinum Mirage. Okay, so this is all side quest stuff. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in the city was this easy, eh? Okay, so now I need to figure out... Yes, by all means, come by and wave. I mean... I don't want to say leave me alone. That seems kind of mean, but They had this with Final Fantasy XI too. It was like people wanted to not be annoying and then did everything that they could to be annoying. It's like, it's not hard to not be annoying, just don't follow me. You know what I mean? I like how you can jump. Okay, here we go. Why? I like how the numbers are pretty small, at least at the start. So what happens if I prioritize it? Is that the check mark? No, that's due diligence. Somebody is losing their minds. Are you surprised? Oh, that is okay. Sorry. I'm dumb. Hello, Josias. I have a letter. Bird is barren. Let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protection services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wyman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Anyways, thanks for the money. How much of it can you can play an insane amount of this game for free. So we talked about this before we started recording, but I really like the way this game is set up, actually, in terms of money. So you can play up to level 70 for free, and you can basically do most everything for free. And when I say free, I really mean free, not like you pay a service fee and the game is free. Like, everything's free. You don't pay a service fee or anything. You just play. And then if you buy the game, you get some, like, some of the features are locked until you buy the game. But pretty much all the features that are locked are, like, community features, like trading and stuff. So it feels like if you want to just play the game and experience it, you can just play for free. And if you want to be part of the community, then you have to pay a monthly fee. And that makes a lot of sense to me, because if you're just playing it every once in a while, then you don't want to pay a monthly fee. That's my biggest issue with monthly fees, is that whenever I pay a monthly fee, I feel like I need to play only that game, you know? I feel like I'm wasting my money if I don't play that game, like, every day. But if I'm part of the community, if I'm wanting to be part of the community, if I'm wanting to trade and be part of guilds and everything, then I'm probably already playing the game monthly. So it feels better to pay a monthly fee, you know what I mean? So I think they did that really well. Like, if you want to just play the game every once in a while, then you can just play the free version, and you're probably not really worried too much about the community. And if you do want to be a part of the community, then it feels like, okay, paying a monthly fee makes sense, because I'm, like, part of the community, I'm playing every day. So I really like how they did that. And now basically it's $20 to get to like buy the game and get the first 2 DLCs, and when you do that, you get 30 days free before you start paying a monthly fee. And then there's also the $60 version, which gets you all the DLCs. So, but yeah, I do get 30 days before I have to start paying monthly. Given that we're doing this for Fantathon and I'm only playing on Fridays, I'm probably gonna have to pay like the monthly fee once or twice before we're done. Maybe even more than that. But at least I get the 30 days free before I have to start paying. And I could actually not pay the monthly fee if I'm not trading or anything, but you know, I probably will. Why not? Yeah, I was a little worried about the monthly fee because I'm only playing on Fridays. Thanks for telling me how to do that after I already did it. But it's not that expensive, and the game itself was only $20, so I could pay the monthly fee like 3 times before I'm paying the price of a normal game. And I don't mind supporting the game anyways. So you already walked the path of the pugilist, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name to our roll, for there is no better place in the realm to train in our discipline than here. The origins of pugilism as we know it can be traced back to the staging of barehanded bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there arose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when barehanded fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took in fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested the lot of them. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Old Dodge swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practiced here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but God's never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. I like how I got a little backstory to my specific character's class. Why does that have the plus sign? Doesn't that mean I can't do it yet? Master Haemon is among the greatest pugilists of our time. For your long years, the man ruled the Blood Sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in the favor of training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show to him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Oh, okay. I read that wrong. I thought it said that, like, I needed something like a DLC or something, if it had a plus sign. Aha, past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Whoops. You're not my errand boy. That's no dancer. There never was. I'm not doing anything indecent. I swear to the gods. What? You're here to enroll? Oh ho ho, well, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as Guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows of each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we make up for in our speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist really realize his potential. Yarg! Crikey! I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more, lass. It'd give me a chance to catch my breath, or was I? Alright, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you've got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. Yes, you have the fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. For your first lesson, I want you to test your fledgling skills against the vermin of Thanalan. Go out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to punch something in the face. So ready. Death, you're so pretty. Are you single? I would say yes, but I'd get even more people following me around. Wait, what is this? Oh, that makes it pretty easy to pick people. There's a peacock. Oh, is this the... This is the crystal. I have this picture of death on my bathroom floor. Why am I in your bathroom? Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? How's it going, Steven? Do I remember playing with a little kid on COD 4 years ago named OG Loco Love? You better believe it. You better believe I remember OG Loco Love. Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please. Ah, ha ha ha. Apologies, but I do so relish an opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aether rights. Allow me to explain. Yo, that's awesome. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. There was someone else that came by that was from the old days. I think last week. It's so great to see people. Hope you've been well. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance have you heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Erosa, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent of you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about your aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer. Thanks. Why can't I select this? What the? Spell return can be used to instantly travel back to the aetherite set as your home point. Casting the spell does not require any MP and can be accessed by selecting return. It can only be cast every 15 minutes. Okay, something odd happened. My controller setup just reset to what it was when I started. The share button is now the touchpad for some reason. I have no idea why that happened. It just randomly changed. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why it changed. Yeah, I'm using a PS5 controller, and when I first calibrated before we started streaming, I made the share button the pad button, but then I realized that's dumb, so I changed it to be the pad. But randomly after that cutscene, it swapped back to share button. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. It was fine till now, just randomly changed after that cutscene. Corpse dancer? I'm frightened. Okay, how do I look at... I'm confused. Are you surprised? The way of the pugilist has like a fist as its icon. So why is it not showing that on my map? Is that just because it's go kill some stuff, so it's not actually on the map? That's kind of my guess. There is no specific spot for it, so it's just not showing up on the map. Whoa. Survivor rats. Okie dokie. Okay, it shows it here as circles. Alright, here we go. Time to learn about battle. This is gonna be the moment where I realize if I like this game or not. Select a target with the D-pad and press confirm once to target it. Press confirm a second time to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target you're currently attacking. Various skills such as spells and weapon skills can be performed by using the cross hotbar on the bottom of your screen. The action set to your cross hotbar can be initiated via the corresponding button combination, which consists of holding one of the L and R2 buttons. Most actions require magic points to execute in addition to having recast times. Disciples of Magic and Disciples of War who specialize in ranged attacks are best suited fighting their targets from a distance. Wow, that's incredible information. Congratulations, you have just reached your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones. There are also rewards granted upon attaining certain achievements. Excellent. Oh yeah. Oh my god, we have battle music. I already love the music so much more. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target, the player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. The players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution. Well, that's dope. So if someone helps me, I still get everything. An item you have equipped is now bound to you and can no longer be traded or put up for sale in the markets. Most items can be sold and traded freely before they are used in battle. This is true regardless of whether or not they have been equipped. However, performing one of these 3 actions after equipping a new piece of gear will bind the item to you, preventing future trade or sale. So once you use something, it's yours. You have to sell it to an NPC, I'm guessing. Take this! Boot shine. Okay. I like how all the buttons are, you have to hit L2 or R2. That way when you get into a battle, you're not like fumbling through buttons. The buttons always do the same thing. Yeah, this is definitely the right class to pick. I'm liking it. So what's Boot Shine do? Oh yeah! See you later. Let's see if I can figure out what it actually does. Guessing it's under like here. Delivers an attack with a potency of 180. Oppo, form bonus. Guarantees a critical hit damage dealt. It is increased when under an effect that raises critical hit rate. Wait. Guarantees a critical hit damage. Oh, these are two separate. I was like, what am I reading? Guarantees a critical hit. Okay. Damage dealt is increased when under an effect that raises critical hit rate. Oh, that's sick. Okay. Changes form to Raptor. Duration 30 seconds. I know some of those words. That stuff we don't have yet. Grease Lightning. I'm Yuffie. Reduces weapon skill cast time and recast time, spell cast time and recast time, and auto attack delay by 5%. What was, I love this fighting stance. We are a human monk. Human pugilist. Ba-ba-ba. We're at level 3. By the way, a bit of a dumb question, but I was told when I started, well, told before we started, that there are certain servers that increase your experience gain. This is not one of them, correct? Okay. That's what I figured, but... because I would imagine it would tell you, like, hey, this is a giga grind server for your alt character or something. I would imagine that people use those for their alts, but like some super. I mean, I know a lot of MMO players are min-maxers, so I'm guessing some min-maxers might actually try to get on the XP servers their first time, which is kind of lame, but I get it. There are no alts in Final Fantasy XIV? Explain. Can you not have multiple characters? Somebody earlier said they had an alt, though. Okay, I get what you're saying. See, but people will always find a reason to have an alt. Like, I get what you're saying, like mechanically there's no reason to have an alt. Your character can be anything. But people will find a reason, either for, like, roleplay, or they just have a different account to play with different friends for, like, balance, or whatever. Like, people will find a reason. But I get what you're saying. Like, mechanically, you don't need an alt. You can do anything with your character, which I like a lot. I don't like when I have to make a second character to, like, unlock something. Like, try a different class or whatever, you know? like Diablo style, where you kind of have like a alt for every single class, and you get different gameplay and different things. I much prefer just to have my one account, one character. And like Final Fantasy XI really leaned on that, where you had to pay more money for more accounts. Or more, not more accounts, more characters. Like your one account had to pay more monthly depending on how many characters you had. So they really leaned into that. So it's cool that this game kind of did away with that and just said like, no, your character can do anything. I like that a lot better. Also, I like how this little thing is called Stone's Throw, because it's a stone's throw away.